talk nice. Rocking up with the fettuccine and both that can't talk.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Hawks next on EA Sports.
Are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in week 15. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led out by the second-year pro out of Pitt, looking for a big jump in year 2, Kenny Pickett.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time, he had a guy average about 40 points a game, and he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 92 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him 2nd in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by his multiple play.
Oh my God.
team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 17 carries, 73 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. The tackle by Quincy Williams. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And fights through. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Seahawks use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into the pitch side. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Achane is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pickett back to throw. Now this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pass out left finds Johnston. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Robinson again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Robinson. Diving for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles at 9-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd, just a yard.
Good, sure hands there. They've gotten accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the ones able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown, Eagles! Darren Waller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good return for the guy. And you know where I'm
fantasy.
Going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't want you just play.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback,
you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit target.
The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Allen. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jerick McKinnon with an amazing diving catch. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dallas Goddard as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Option handoff now to Achane. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Allen off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Doesn't he jump all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy? That particular play just came from the outside.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like some. Confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Hardy set to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And football first and 10.
You and I spent the day every day poring over my case. Our meetings stretching for wee hours. One thing I know about you,
Let me get you a list of the best stories.
please to see you.
You like intruders. You should see intruders. Well, I can't put you sure.
we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the draw, Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, is offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Hand off now to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw, Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, Achane. He's He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now on 4th down here. It's knocked away and incomplete. Convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense is all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quick. There he goes, right side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's good for us Seahawks. 1st down.
Now Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Pickett.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
3rd and long for Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Eagles.
Quick throw to Olave. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Allen. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them... closing minutes.
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
That's pulled in at the 32. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points. Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run.
I'm getting smacked, man.
No matter who's on the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter. Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Now an option play on 2nd down.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Surline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.